business practices that you have today that you had back.
It's always locked in. Rhino Up.
But today we're going to talk about our products work and they sell, and because our products work and they sell, you got an opportunity to earn income. Okay? Now you all hear me talk a lot about, we've got two elements to Genesis Pure. We've got a product side and we've got a business side. What's more important? I'm not here to debate that. I don't know what's more important. This is what I do know. We have a health crisis in the world we live in today, and we've got a financial crisis. I do know this, that our finances are killing us as bad as our health. Okay? Or excuse me, let me say it again. Our finances are killing our health. That's what I meant to say. That I do know. I think everybody will agree with that. And so when you're out selling Genesis Pure, we're really selling two things. We're selling a world-class nutritional product that's going to make a definable, measurable difference in a person's life. The products do work. Dr. Lindsay Duncan's resume of success is so significant that his track record speaks for itself. His ability, the freedom he has to work with the people he works with, a group of people that, quite frankly, they could hire anybody to take care of their naturopathic needs. And yet they choose Dr. Lindsay Duncan. His resume is significant and you can trust it. Okay? His 40, 50, 60,000 hours of clinical research speaks for itself. The products do work. Sell that to people. Let people understand our products are working. Make no mistake about it. They work for me. Tell them they work for somebody else that you introduced it to. Tell them a third person it worked for, and then look them dead in the eye and say, it's going to work for you. I got all the confidence in the world it's going to work for you. It's not about trying it out. It's not about looking at the label. Listen, I can't spell, pronounce, or define the majority of the label on the back of these products, but this is what I do know. Dr. Lindsay Duncan can. My job is not to be a formulator. I'm not a biochemist. Those are not things that I know about. What I do know about is selling a product. And I sell the product because I trust Dr. Lindsay Duncan in his formulations and the resume of success he brings to the table. Our products work. Help people understand that. Listen, when somebody says to you, I need to go evaluate there, I need to go, do my research on it, did you all of a sudden become a naturopath? Did you all of a sudden become a biochemist in the last 20 minutes that we've been sitting here? No, I've been doing this for 14 years. And I tell you, I kid you not when I say to you, I can't spell, pronounce, or define the majority of the label. And what research am I going to do? Where would I even begin? I'm not even really sure. And neither does the person sitting across from you. But this is what I do know. Strength sells. Be strong in your presentation about the product's work. Now, number two, because the products work, they do sell. They absolutely do sell. This company is growing at an alarming rate. Let people know that. Let people understand that, listen, the products do work, and because they work, we sell products, and we sell a lot of them as a company. We're one of the fastest growing health and wellness companies in the direct sales industry today. Let people know that. Listen, they're working, baby, and they're going to work for you, okay? They work for me in this way. They work for this person this way, and I know at some level they're going to work for you. They may not work at the exact same level. I don't know. Everybody's DNA is a little bit different, but this is what I do know. They've worked before, they'll work again, and they'll work right now. So let's get started on the products. Number three, because they work, because they sell, you got an opportunity to earn income. The second thing that Genesis Pure is really all about, an opportunity financially. And you guys have heard me say this before. I know that we have a health crisis in this world. I know that obesity is killing us. Childhood diabetes is at an all-time high. This is what I also know. In the adult population today, our finances are killing our health. It's something we don't like to talk about. People don't want to talk about where they're at financially. But the truth of the matter is, it's time to start talking about it because the crisis is not getting any better. And the truth is if your finances are killing you, then your health is never going to be where it needs to be. And people need to realize that. And we've got an opportunity here at Genesis Pure to be part of something that not only helps somebody physically get healthy, but we can help them get healthy financially. I like to ask this question. I've started asking this question. Listen, in 2014, if I could help you do one of two things, which one would be a priority for you? Get physically fit or financially fit? Which would be your priority? And here's the truth. If you ask 95% of the people that you ask that question to, they're going to say, well, both. I need both. Well, great. If 87% of America will never live a day in their life debt-free. It's like 87% will never live a day in their life debt-free. We're approaching 90% of America will never, ever not work a day in their life. We're above 80. We're getting close to 90% of Americans will never, ever not work a day in their life in order to make ends meet until they die. Here's the bottom line. We've got to be strong in presentation about the business opportunity that we have here, because we've got an opportunity that can change the face of the American family. We got an opportunity that can change the face of the American finances, and it's a big deal. Sell the business. Because our products are so great, because they do work, they sell. And when a product sells, when there's an exchange of a good for $1, the sale happens and there's an opportunity to build a business. And it's really, really important that we really focus on that going into 2014. People are looking for it. Trust me. And don't predetermine, don't try to decide where somebody is in their financial situation. It's easy to see obesity. It's easy to see not even obesity, but just not being healthy. I can see an unhealthy person. I don't care what your weight is. I can tell if you're healthy or not. Your skin, your eyes, several different factors, your hair. There's a lot of things I can look at and say, boy, that person's really, really healthy, or they're not. The financial side of it isn't so easy. But don't predetermine where somebody is financially and their interest in this business. All right? Let me talk about the sale, and this is being a relationship building business. Okay? Clearly, it is a relationship building business. Catch that. Relationship building business. So often people don't want to talk to their best friend about Genesis Pure. I don't understand why. I feel like I have an obligation to share Genesis Pure with them. And besides that, not only do I feel like I have an obligation to share with them, I'm telling you in sales, the relationship goes a long way on the front end. The opportunity to sit down with somebody that already knows me, trusts me, believes in me, are sitting there talking to me because of those factors, that's going to go a long way in closing this deal. There's two elements to the sale when it comes to understanding that it's a relationship business. One's enthusiasm. I don't care who you're sitting down with, show enthusiasm. Be excited about what you have. You've got your hands on a diamond. You've got your hands on something that can help somebody in two very critical areas of life, their health and their finances. Have enthusiasm about it. Be enthusiastic about what the products in the business have done for you, and then share that with them. Maybe it hasn't done as much for you financially as it has done for you physically. Listen, I learned from a guy that's made over $30 million in this business. I learned this from him over a decade ago. He says, you can build this business by doing two things. Point to pictures and tell stories. Point to pictures of successful people and tell their story. Tell where they were, tell where they are, and tell where they're going. And that's how I started with this business, because I didn't make any money when I first got started. I didn't come out of the gate with $1,000 in my pocket in the first pay period. I didn't do it that way. But this is what I did do. I pointed to pictures of other successful people that had success on the products and had success in the business, and I kept telling those stories over and over and over. And I told it with enthusiasm. And people bought into it. People saw what was going on. Number two, connection. Connection. You've got to connect with people. And what do I mean by connecting with people? It's not important where you're at. It's important where they want to be. Connect with that. Make that connection. Listen closely to what they're trying to achieve. Listen, just because somebody is in front of you and you're looking at them saying you're overweight, okay? You're borderline obese. And all they're saying to you is, listen, I don't care if I don't lose a pound. Give me energy. Help me feel better. You need to hear that. You need to hear what they're asking for. You may be saying to yourself they need to lose weight, but what they're saying to you is, help me feel better. Give me more energy. Connect with them. Listen closely to what they're saying. Listen closely to what they're saying about their finances. Do they not like their job? Are they frustrated with it? Are they tired of it? Do they hate their boss? Do they hate their hours? Do they hate what the 401k is doing for them? Are they behind on their payment? Listen closely to what people talk about. People say a lot more than we think they say. Run your antenna up on conversations and the conversations you're having with the person. Get that antenna up high and connect with them. Listen to what they're saying, and then position Genesis Pure as a solution in their life. Understand, folks, as I wrap up here, the products do not sell themselves. Genesis Pure products do not have lips and shoe leather. They're not going to go out and walk the street themselves. You've got to be the one that's got the courage to step out with a world-class nutritional product and say, look what I have. Look what's made a difference in my life, and I've got all the conviction in the world that it's going to do the exact same thing for you. Reach out to people and say that, but also understand that the business model, people being attracted to what you're doing financially, is not just going, you're not going to find, the next Mark Polson or Jared or Jeremy on the street corner with their thumb up saying, hey, take me, I'm interested. You've got to make the presentation. You got to let them know what's in it for them. You got to let them know what you saw and what you are engaged in from a business perspective and what you're excited about and what it's going to do for you and your family. How can it help your family? What is it that you don't have in life that you would like to have in life? What is it that you have in life and you just want to get rid of? What are some of your hopes, dreams, and aspirations that you just haven't been able to achieve? Look, at the end of the day, I say this, you can fumble, stumble, and mumble through your 20s and early 30s. But the bottom line is this, particularly if you're raising a family, and you're into your mid-30s, particularly if you get to be my age and you're in your mid-40s, and if you haven't got this thing figured out and you're not on the right path financially speaking, you're in trouble. This world's not getting any easier to make money in. And you better start to figure it out. And so make sure that you're presenting this opportunity to people. Sell the business side of what we do to people, just like you're selling the product side. Man, I hope that helps. I hope it's been a helpful presentation for you. Just different elements to help you build your business, the fundamentals of blocking and tackling to developing your business, whether it's brand new or you've been here for 3 years and you're just having to go back to those fundamentals. I hope this training helps. Rhino up.